So good morning, I'm Ray and this is my polytunnel, and today we're going to harvest some Charlotte potatoes. This is the Charlotte potatoes in buckets. These were planted 5th of March, 2 potatoes in each bucket, and as we can see they've started re-sprouting. So let me show you what we've got in this bucket. So everything is really tight in this tunnel and we need to get the Christmas potatoes out. So we're going to use our shelves. We're just going to rearrange some things. So I put 2 cucumber plants in these big tall pots. And these are going to go into the bucket here. They're looking good. And then these can grow up the trellis up the side here. And then hopefully across the top. So this pepper can go down. And we're going to use these trays for our Christmas potatoes. So we're going to make our wick feeding system. So first we have to empty out the trays. We've just made some space at the bottom tray with a few seedlings left, which could really do for going out. So these are the trays we're going to use for our wick system. So we've got 4 trays. These are fairly deep, not that bad. So we've added an extra shelf which is slightly lower from this tray with a couple of brackets across here. So this is our watering tray and we can just slide it in. It's underneath the grill. So 2 buckets and then we can get our bucket and they can sit on top. So let's do that. So today we're going to reveal our Charlotte potatoes. These were planted on the 5th of March and there's 2 potatoes per pot, and as you can see they've just started shooting. So we're going to take our potatoes out so we can reuse them for our Christmas potatoes. So that's how we go. So we'll do this one first and we'll have a look. As you can see, one of the potatoes is shooting. So let's have a go and see what we got. So, really not that many in here at all. So let's have a look. See what we've got. So there's a couple of little ones. These have been in the polytunnel, and as you can see they're already re-sprouting. So this is the plant, that's the reseed. We've got a few tiddlers. A few more now. This has been in the polytunnel since March. This is watered regularly. when the polytunnel gets watered. So there we go. That's from the first bucket. As you can see, that's the one that's resprouted, along with a couple more. So let's get the second bucket and try that. So we're trying to get out the morning sun. We're currently on our dog basket. So let's have a look at the second plant. As you can see, this one is resprouted again. Let's see what we've got in this one. Very similar. These are slightly bigger potatoes. Already the first few revealed. There's a duck shaped one, even with the tail. So as we can see already, this bucket has produced a handful of bigger potatoes than that bucket. This is the one that's been sprouting. So they're already regrowing. So put them all in the same bucket. Couple more. So there we go. That's our 2 buckets of Charlotte potatoes. As you can see, that's one bucket and that's the second bucket. So it's a result. So anyway, let's go and replant. So we're going to reuse this compost. Still looks really good. So we're going to reuse it, and we're going to do a wick system. So we've got this old piece of matting. This has been used for the bottom of the trays, the water trays. So we're just cutting off a length of about 1 inch, 1.5 inches. And this will be used for our wick in our basket. So we take our pot and we're going to thread this through one of the holes. It's going to go through the bottom of the pot and out the other side, and then both equal sides can hang from the pot, and these can take up the water in the tray, in the water tray. So that's our pot with our wick. So we're going to refill this back up again. So we're going to put around 2 inches of soil back in the pot. Then we're getting our blood, fish and bone. And we're going to give it a mix in. Making sure the wicks stay outside. So equal length. Then we're going to take our sprouting Charlotte potatoes. We've got 2 potatoes that are sprouted, and they're going to go into the bucket. 1, 2. And we're going to fill up with a bit of more blood, fish and bone to the compost. Give it a mix, and then it's all going in on top of the bucket. This is still quite moist, so I'm not going to water it. Just going to stick it onto the drip tray, and let's be done. So this is our bucket with our wicks, and we're going to follow the same procedure with the second bucket. Some blood, fish and bone. Two Charlotte potatoes. From this one. 1. 2. 2 Charlotte potatoes. With our wicks, and we're just going to fill these buckets up with the remaining compost with a bit more blood, fish and bone. There we go. So 4 potatoes, 4 shallots. So we're on the 28th of July, and shallot potatoes need approximately 100 days. My second crop requires 120 days, and main crop requires 140 days. So we're 145 days from Christmas. So this will be our Christmas potatoes. All sorted. So 1, 2, all potted up, and they're going to go onto the water tray. So this is our seed shelf, and we've added the trays underneath this shelf, so we've gained a couple more inches. Now these are going to get some water. Both trays, and they can be slid in, and then the potatoes can sit on top of the shelf, and we dip the wicks into the slots so they're touching the water. So both wicks will draw up the water and then keep the soil moist without having to water from the top. So here we have our potatoes for Christmas, planted up, shallots, 28th of July, 100 days, Christmas. Thank you very much for watching, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave me a comment. What potatoes are you doing for Christmas? Have you tried this wick system? Let me know. Thank you very much. Cheers!